And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I do every day. And I am here with my partner in crime, unexpectedly, Mr. Chris Edwards is in town.
Good morning. I am back in town, back home.
The man is back in town. The man is back in town.
Yeah. How you doing today?
I am. I can't believe I've been here 2.5 weeks and it's over. Tomorrow.
It seems longer than that.
2.5 weeks.
Wow.
2.5 weeks. And so
your first stop on your nomad journey.
Yeah, on my nomad journey tour.
Yeah.
So I will be leaving in the morning, early in the morning. My flight is at 6 o'clock.
Can I tell you something? Thanksgiving morning is the best time to travel because there's nobody in the airports. I've done it before.
No one on the road.
Yeah.
No one in the airport. And it's Thanksgiving morning. So very few people are going to be out.
Very few people. I love it. That and Christmas morning. If you like to travel and you don't want the hassle, Christmas morning and Thanksgiving morning are the best days to travel. Yeah.
You want to travel and avoid crazy.
Yeah.
Because Friday, most people don't travel on that Friday after either.
No, they don't start going back till Sunday or Monday.
Sunday and Monday. And that's the reason why when I'm heading back to New York, I originally was going to head back on Monday, but the flights were double on Monday because of the traffic. But then on Tuesday, it was half the price. So I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll go on Tuesday. So I'll be staying in Puerto Rico till Tuesday. It's really Monday. It's just that my flight is at 2 a.m. Tuesday, and I don't arrive into Newark until Tuesday morning around 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, the best time to travel during a week, if you want to avoid the craziness, is either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Those are the best, and those are the cheapest days to fly, actually.
That's right. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the cheapest.
The best, yeah. You never want to travel on a Friday if you can avoid it. And then Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Sundays are the worst.
Yes, do not. And you're gonna pay off. You're gonna pay
some dollars.
So we're here. This is our Wednesday water cooler talk. We'll see who comes in, who shots. I sent invitations to everyone that possibly could come on.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard though because people start cooking from today, so you know it's gonna be difficult.
And also, if you want to join the conversation, I just changed the QR code. You can click on the QR code right here. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome to pop on. Wait, there's someone here. There's someone else in the building. There she is.
Good morning.
Lady G is in the house.
Good morning.
Oh, what is going on?
Did you just wake up?
No, I've been up since 5 o'clock, working on all the photos. So yeah, I know.
We can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Well, at one point I was out in the rain, so.
Oh wow.
You
guys had storms out in Texas, right?
We had storms on Thursday. We had storms on Monday, but just because it's storming does not mean that we are not going to feed people. So
yes.
Yeah.
So
there's a little bit of that there.
Doing your thing, and well, let's say hello to some folks, and then we're going to dive in. We're not going to be on long, so just so you guys know, it's going to be 12 o'clock is where I will cap it, and because it's the holiday weekend, people have things to do, things to see, things to do, people to hang out with, all that good stuff. So anyway, let's say hello to some folks. First person in the building getting the gold is Aya.
No, that's not true. Actually, Ron, that's not true.
Wait.
Omar was first.
But Aya's here first. Look on the screen. Aya.
No, on my thing, it says Omar was in here since 11 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Since 11:02.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they're still working on the back end.
Okay.
They're still working on the back end, but Omar was first. Okay.
The gold goes to the next person in the building. Oh, well, let me just say what she says. She says, "Hey, Ron and everyone, and Touch Base Daily." And then Omar said, "I was a little bit worried that you weren't coming on. You know we had to be here. You know we had to be here, buddy. And silver goes to the wonderful Janet, who's going to be doing her Thanksgiving thing. She says, "Have a great Thanksgiving, all." And bronze, let's get into bronze, Mr. Bryson. What's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving Eve. If y'all traveling today, it's going to get ugly in traveling. That's what they said on the news this morning.
Yeah. So I realized something. I know why you only saw AS first. If you came into the room after 11, so it only shows you who comes in after you. I was on earlier, so that's why I saw Omar in the room at 11. Yeah, it doesn't show you the person came in before you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the like so the algorithms can know you are here. You are here. And again, if you want to join in the conversation, you are more than welcome. All you have to do is scan the QR code right here. Okay. And let's see who else is in the building. Bryson says to Gwendolyn, "What's up, Gwendolyn? You've been traveling."
I haven't been I wouldn't say traveling. I mean, I have traveled over different parts of North Texas for charity reasons, but I wouldn't say traveling like that.
You've been on the road though.
I have been on the road. Yeah. If I may really quick, Dallas Fort Worth is a huge area. And so because the focus is to feed as many people, no matter where they are, we were at AT&T Stadium, and then we went out west, and then we were up north yesterday.
Nice.
And there were people out there. Yeah.
And also, Dr. Tati says, "Bonjour, all. Bonjour." That now I'm sounding like my Duolingo. Bonjour, bonjour, all. And Omar says, "I was here first."
Yes, I got you, Omar. I got you.
Welcome back, Chris. Dr.
Thank
Tati
you.
says, and Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know what that is. Whoever
what is that? What's that supposed to be meaning?
Well, welcome, Ezap. I don't know what to say. Most people think I've had heard people say I remind them of Samuel L. Jackson sometimes, but
okay.
I don't see the similarity. But Kimmy Kim says, "Good morning, out and about, listening in." Elf Heron is in the building. Hello, she says, or he says. And Bryson says, "So Chris, you going to see Wicked for good this weekend and bring tissues with you, buddy?"
Yeah, no, we're gonna go. We're gonna go see it today, but it's been just a lot coming back, so we're gonna wait till the weekend to go see it. But yes, I heard to bring tissues, and
really,
yeah, they said it was really, really good. A lot of times, quote unquote sequels, even though this is not really a sequel, just a continuation, tend not to be that good. But from what I understand, this actually even surpasses the first one, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I heard it's gonna be really intense. It's gonna be really good. So I got Chris. You may not have heard. I did watch Wicked, the first one.
Okay.
Finally, we all watched it together. Here at the house, and I said, "Let me catch up." And then I think I might go out and see the movie. I might, or I'll just wait till it comes on Amazon in the future. Dr. Tati says, "Are we supposed to be wearing beanies today? Missed the memo."
Well, this head is not shaved.
I haven't had my beanies, but today I'm wearing my beanie because I am also wearing my Harriet Tubman, Tubman. I said Tubman shirt. So it goes best with this shirt. And I see in the building, Lisa says, "Morning, guys." And Lisa, I don't know if you caught the lesson yesterday, but we did cover your subject yesterday. And that is how to apply for and how to set up your Getty Image account and your Adobe stock image account. So we did stock imaging yesterday. We talked about that. That was a great lesson yesterday. If you did not get it, it was in-depth, which I don't usually do, but it was really in-depth. And again, if you are a photographer and you are looking for a second stream of income, the best way is to just build up that. You open up an account with these in these accounts, Getty Images. And if you are a photographer professional, Your Getty contributor also extends to your professional account, and you can apply for higher levels in Getty Images if you are a photographer professionally. Okay, I see. Bonjour, Kimmy. And Ariana Grande is coming with Academy Award, says.
Yeah, I've heard that her performance in this was really good.
Wow. And let's see here. And good morning, beautiful people, says Jazzy Jazz. Jazzy, I sent you an invitation. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome to as well. This is a party fest. So we're just hanging out today, just having community time. And who else is in the building? Hey, Rise, I saw your email. Yeah, Dr. Taji, you're more than welcome if you can. Come on. Just come on. We're just having a party here.
Before we dive in, can I just give a shout out to the people that are working at the airports, TSA, Delta, because that's where we flew Delta. These people had to deal with a lot over those 40 days, and they stuck it through, and they're still doing their jobs. And I think that a lot of times we give them a lot of flack, especially like TSA workers, they're very underappreciated. And then, flight attendants, and they're just doing their best. They're just trying to feed their families. And, I'll give you an example. Thursday when we were leaving, we were scheduled to fly out at 6:15 from Philadelphia. At 6:05 boarding. 6:45, but 6:05 was supposed to be boarding time. And we're realizing like 6:10 and like no one's boarding. A flight attendant called out and then they couldn't find one of the pilots. So we were and then they automatically delayed the flight like 2 hours and we were going to miss our connection. Yeah. So they automatically said, hey, go in the app and rebook. We did that. We rebooked, and they also did it on the back end as well. And we actually got to Hawaii maybe about a half an hour earlier than we were supposed to. That could have been really stressful, but just them being, using their app, and then the people there were very, very friendly. It was such a great experience personally for me. So I just want to give a shout out to all the airport employees, flight attendants, pilots, TSA people, because it's a stressful job.
It is. The airline is no joke. That's retail service on another level.
Yeah.
So Gwendolyn, you were out feeding and handing out food and doing that again as you always do. How was it this year? Was it worse than last year, or was it more people, or what was your experience?
Well, my job was actually to capture the people that were coming to get food assistance, and it was 3 times worse than it was last year. Like, we actually had to reduce food to 1 meal per family yesterday because there were thousands of vehicles and not enough food to go around, and they had already planned to do triple what they did last year, and it still wasn't enough. It's a lot to see. It's there was a video crew who was there capturing stories, and so we're walking through all these cars and we're talking to people, and some people are in tears, which makes you get teary-eyed because they're so grateful. But there were teachers yesterday volunteering, and they saw some of their students with their parents in the food line. And I'm just like, here you are, a teacher, and that your students are facing food insecurity. I mean, we just, this is where we are. So my job was to show people that this is real. Like, this is not propaganda. These are working people, and we went to all the places. So out west, it sticks. It is the boonies. So we have different sectors of people, if you will, and all these people of all ethnicities, gender, and ages are impacted by the decisions made. So, yeah.
And Lisa says, wait, 1 meal per family, like 1 plate, or enough for everyone in the family to have 1 meal?
So what normally happens is they will do up to 6 families, because you got to think, like, some of this is happening in the middle of the day. Some of them were done in the afternoon. And so everybody can't take off work. So one person can come and grab an entire meal. So it's a turkey with sides and all the things per car, right? So you can do 6 per car, like at AT&T. And then in other places, we did 4 families per car. And a family could be 2 people. It could be 6 people. Like, there's someone who's getting all the numbers. What we're tracking is the car and the dots. But there is someone else tracking the individual people fed. And so we went from starting out with 4 to, and that was like about like we started at 9 o'clock, and by 10:30 it was we need to reduce this because we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it, and that's on the
That's
north side
crazy.
of outside of the Dallas area, and it is telling that there I want to say it was like 1,000 to maybe 1,200 cars yesterday, but that's just
Woo!
cars. It doesn't say how many people, how many
People are in the
families
car.
per
Families are in the
car.
car. Right.
And that was just on the north side, at AT&T. Like I said, we were out in the rain because rain or shine, we are serving these people. And that
Right.
line was all around. It was blocks long. And I'm just thinking to myself, we shouldn't be here. Like we should
And
not
not
be
even that. The interesting thing is, it doesn't matter which state, what demographics you belong to, what political affiliation. It is affecting everyone. Do not listen to them when they say, "Oh, we're in the best economy and food prices are going down." They don't know what it means to go into a supermarket and see the price of milk double, eggs triple, meat be outrageously expensive. You're looking like, wait a minute, I just paid like half the price a couple of months ago for this cut of steak or these chickens, and now all right, it's like, well, which one do I get? Which one can stretch the furthest? It's literally ridiculous. And for them to be making those claims, that's the thing that bothers me more than anything, because then you have these people that will believe it, even though they see for their own eyes and with their own wallets that that's not true.
Yeah, that's interesting. It really is. We know that there are faces that are always used to share a certain narrative. And so they were really clear in, hey, we need you to get as many faces of people, the kids, the dogs, just like grab the faces. They're going to grab the story so that people can see what's going on. And there are people, people often have this assumption that, oh, so-and-so is driving this car, but you don't know what just happened to that person, that they still have this car for now before it gets repossessed or the house goes into foreclosure. Because we were in a different neighborhood yesterday. We were in some other neighborhood yesterday, and that parking lot filled up twice. So and there was overflow. So I'm like, but the whole idea is to tell people that food insecurity happens every day, not just on holidays.
Every day.
And
everywhere.
So even though, Thanksgiving's tomorrow, if you celebrate it, just spend time with your family. But it is best to give money so that the food bank can buy what they need versus you giving people food that you don't want to eat. There's a difference, right? So just like, at least at the Tarrant Area Food Bank, $10 can get them 100 meals. Right? Nice. So it doesn't take a lot. But it was, it was great. I had to hold back some tears a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's heartbreaking to see it. And there were some NFL players out Thursday, and even we had that very honest conversation that there's too much money in this country for us to be in this position. But at least the community showed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that money's being held in that 0.1%.
Yeah. So yeah.
That is so horrible. That is so horrible. And I was looking at the news this morning, how many people they're not going to have a Thanksgiving. They don't have enough money. All the prices that people are talking about, even though this, Kinkles is saying that prices at Walmart is cheaper. No, Walmart even had a press release that their foods are more expensive this year. And so people are suffering. And it's not the working family is suffering. I mean, when you go to the store, it was like, so one woman said she remembered her bag of potato chips used to be $3 and now it's $7 and change.
That's ridiculous. Don was talking about that this morning.
That's not food.
Everything is more expensive.
I was seeing an article about how the poverty line needs to be adjusted, which I'm surprised that they finally decided to do that. That, I think it's been sitting at like $31,200, something like that. When the reality is it's more like around $139,000. Has anybody else read that article about how the poverty line is?
I'll have to look for it.
No? Yeah. So, I get my little clips. But they are discussing that the poverty line needs to be adjusted because it's been sitting at $31,200 for years. And the fact of the matter is, when you factor in all the things, inflation, all the real costs, people who are at the poverty line, I think, are like $136,000.
That's crazy.
Yes, but it makes sense to me because if you think about how you have people who are working who still can't put food on the table, then and you may have two people who are working, and you very well could be bringing in an income that's $130,000, and you are still at the poverty line if you take into account the real cost of things and inflation.
And still, the average, it used to be, well, at least 20 years ago, and it really hasn't changed. The average wage in America is between 28,000 and I believe 28,000 and 32,000. So it's hard to make it in this economy. And but I hope that the American people wake up and I don't know why Americans cannot understand that the Democrats do better with the economy. And the Republicans always get us into these
destroy it.
They destroy it. It's been doing it. They've been doing it for 60 years. There's a track record now. It's not like you can't say, oh, the numbers don't lie. And also the people, how they feel does not lie. So we got Dr. Tachi in the building, looking all cool and jazzy over there.
Good morning.
With that great smile.
How is everyone?
Doing good. I was telling everybody today, one of the things I didn't take into account with this nomadic photographer tour I'm on is that the hardest part of this tour is saying goodbye to people you've been spending time with. Like, I've been here for 2.5 weeks and we've had such a great time. And now tomorrow I'll fly out, and I'm excited about going to Puerto Rico. Don't get me wrong, but I am so sad to leave, and it's unavoidable that because you have to leave. You have to leave. You have to say goodbye or until. Like my buddy and I always talk. We always say until, and but. It has been an amazing 2 weeks here. And so I'm feeling kind of like a little under, but I have joy at the same time. It's like I got two emotions going on at the same time, like a seesaw. So that's how I'm feeling.
Well, think about how wonderful it is that you actually get to go and see all these wonderful people in places in person. Most people are sitting up in their homes eating $7 potato chips. You, on the other hand, are actually going and living and doing. So yeah, it's sad you won't get to see people, but think about how many people never get to travel and see people they know. It's always like a one day. So, congrats to you, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I like I said, Puerto Rico is around the corner tomorrow.
Hey.
Landing in Puerto Rico. And I am going to be using the gym because I've been between Adrian's house and they just eat. Everyone just eats and order ins all the time. Here, eats and order ins all the time. So I will be tomorrow. I am going to the gym for every day that I'm in Puerto Rico, and I'm doing nothing but laying in the sun. That is my buddy was like, "Let's go hiking into the rainforest." I said, "Okay." The rainforest by yourself.
You're not hiking, Mr. Hike?
And I love to hike. I'm a hiker. I love to hike, but I'm like, I said, maybe hiking may not be a good deal since I haven't been working out lately.
So you know what? I have a question for you because this is actually really interesting. I know when you travel, you have to you pack your bags and you're always bringing them back and forth. And typically how most of us travel is we're going to a location, we pack our bags and we bring it back and we unload. You're not doing that. Like you have all your bags with all your things. You've been now in this one location. Now you're leaving with all your bags going to another location. And then when you leave there, you're coming back to another location. Like what is that feeling like? So like, in a way, almost like really living out of a suitcase.
I am living out of 3 suitcases. And one suitcase has all my camera gear. My backpack is another that has all my other parts of my camera gear. And then I have 2 suitcases that one suitcase has literally my backpack in it. So that way, when I do decide to go hiking where I'm going, I have a backpack nested into my larger suitcase with clothing, jackets, sweaters, vests. And being that I'm here at Nia's, I'm able to unpack. So it's been 2 weeks. So when I came in, I was able to unpack. There's a closet here, a walk-in closet. I was able to take everything out, put it up. Well, today I'll be putting everything back in the suitcase. But so it's been 2 weeks of not really living in the suitcase. But when I get to Puerto Rico, not everything's coming out of the suitcase. I gotta orchestrate my packing that I do not touch. Like I'm not going backpacking. I have my backpacking stuff here just in case I need it. But I forgot my hiking poles. I was like, wait a minute, I forgot my hiking poles. So when I get back to Jersey, which will be on Tuesday, when I do the second time around, when I head to Atlanta and I'll be heading to Florida, I will be putting in my hiking poles in case I go hiking.
Just leave them in there.
They'll just live in the big suitcase with the backpack. So it's an adventure. Believe me, it is an adventure.
I have another question. Since we're on the question trajectory, how do you check your camera equipment or do you not?
Never do I check my camera equipment. I have my backpack has all my lenses, everything I need. That is because photography is an expensive art, and everything costs a lot of money. So and also you can never trust that you're going to be in a good terminal where everyone's going to be honest when they take that TSA lock and go into your suitcase and say, "Hey, look at all these cameras." No. So I learned early on from other photographers that when you are traveling, you can get new clothes, but you can't get new lenses and cameras. So you should always have your 2 bags with you, put the most expensive in your backpack, the next level of expenses in your suitcase that you're going to use for your camera, and then your clothes and everything elsewhere. You can always buy a new suitcase, you can always buy new clothes, but you can't always buy a new camera or new lenses.
See, why can't people just be good? Why do you have to steal?
Because hey, I learned when I used to travel to Nigeria. I used to travel to Nigeria every year for like 8 years. And Nigeria is known for people going into your suitcase and stealing.
Okay.
So when you're in the airport, people take that saran wrap and they wrap that suitcase in a saran wrap.
You think that stopped thief? It's not.
No,
it's
it
not.
Them.
That no be stop thief. They'll still do it. Let me tell you something. If you go to Nigeria and you put expensive things in your backpack, that's your own thing. That's you. That's your own. I'm telling you now. Don't do that.
Trouble. You ain't gonna get it.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Same thing in Jamaica.
Yeah. And that's most places outside of America. But we also still in America have thieves that are in airports.
Oh, Americans invented thievery.
And let's see here. So Lisa says, I will be like, trap Puerto Rico, here I come. I am a part of me, but I love my friends. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a big posse of friends. The people that are dear to me are very precious to me. Like I was telling I was like, I gotta figure out a way to get to Gwendolyn, Omar, Anthony. I mean, these are my precious friends. These are my, what I call it, road dogs, do or die friends. People that are honest, that tell you exactly what they see, feel. They don't sugarcoat, and I appreciate my closest friends are my most direct friends. They tell me whether I get pissed off with them or not, right, Gwendolyn? But I'm just saying, because Gwendolyn and I have great conversation, and Gwendolyn is not afraid to tell me when something's off. And so
But that's what a real friend is. Period.
right.
Point blank.
I appreciate the same thing with you, Chris. I mean, we have great conversations that you may feel a certain way when the information is coming out, but you appreciate the friendship and the pricelessness of the friendship,
The honesty.
the honesty, and that is, there's no price you can put on it. It's priceless. So anyway, that's how we stay in these long-term friendships.
Absolutely.
Decades. Gwen and I have been friends for decades. Chris and I have been friends for almost a decade now.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy moly, it's almost a decade, Chris. And
listen, I'm realizing decades now.
I mean, Dr. Tachi and I get on the phone, we talk about all kinds of stuff. So I appreciate my friends. I don't use the word friends loosely.
Yeah.
So if I call you my friend, that is hi. That's like, because my friends, believe it or not, pretty much closer than my own blood family. My friends are really, they hold high importance in my life. So I appreciate my friendships. So it's hard to say goodbye to when you're with them. Just so hard. Anyway.
And I'll take. Sorry.
Oh my.
Okay, so now we're in here. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Gwendolyn's on the right of me, so she's on the right of me. Gwendolyn, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What's you and your family doing?
We are hosting. We're hosting. Yeah.
Hosting.
I'll be hosting tomorrow, and then I'll be on the road.
You'll be on the road. Okay. And Dr. Tachi, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Going to my line sister's house. Her parents are like my parents. So, and before I wouldn't go home to New York because I'm like, okay, well, Christmas is right around the corner. I'm not going back and forth. So I always usually stay here around Thanksgiving time. And her parents have like taken me in. So.
And Chris, you're back home. What are you doing?
I am back home. And because we just got back, we're not trying to travel to New York yet. So we're going to be at Ronald's parents for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Very low key, quiet. And then we're doing Christmas up and I think actually my parents are coming down here, I believe, for Christmas. But yeah, low key. Had a very exciting weekend. So a low key Thanksgiving. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited that it's gonna be low key. Nia was like, "I don't want you to leave. You're supposed to stay here till the family comes." Because I know her family. Her family has become my family, and her sister, her uncles, her aunts, and they'll be here. And she's like, "You're not gonna be here. I did not count on you not being here." So, but again, I like I said, my friendships are so dear to me. My friendships are the only thing probably that will move me to tears. And I'm not a tearful person in my regular everyday life, but my friendships could cause me to and just lose it because of something that we had a conversation about. So Omar says he had to chime in. He had to make known 40 years. Omar and I have been friends for 40 years.
That's a long time, sir.
4 decades. 4 decades. I tell you, when I have friendships, I am a diehard friendship kind. My friendships don't last unless the friendship just came by. Yeah, it's just a friendship that's kind of like, yeah. But my friendships are long term. I'll be gray. Gwendolyn will be 70 years old. I'll be 90. And Chris will be 80, and I'll be 90, and we're still here. We'll be friends.
Yeah.
Because that is the value of friendship. And I also extend that as we are friendships here. That's why community is so important. So, and that's why we're here as a community. And that's why you see us here together and building community. And because that's what we are all in our I think in a base, the base of who we are is about community. Now, and I'm on Gwendolyn because Gwendolyn is what has shown friendship on levels that is beyond. Just like she just goes on. She's the friend that I have an art show. She gets on the plane with her husband, get on the plane, fly to New York just to support, then get on the plane and go back to Dallas, Fort Worth. So you don't have friends like, I mean, how many friends do that?
I believe that because, again, I was telling Gwendolyn, I'm like, look at you and your Christian self. When she came to Florida, she was in Jacksonville.
Yes.
Like 7 hours away from here. And she said, I was like, oh, we're too far. At least we can speak on the phone. No, we're coming down there. What?
That's what she does.
Friends show up for one another.
Gwendolyn,
point blank.
I'm telling you, y'all, if you happen to befriend Gwendolyn in this community, and I'm giving her flowers today because I just deserve.
Come on.
And you are lucky enough to have Gwendolyn as a friend. And now I'm about to get teary. You have gained something beyond measure. And so I just wanted to say thank you to Gwendolyn for being an amazing friend for all these years. And not only my friend, but my work wife, my truth teller, my guru. She has performed every role, and I am so precious. She is precious to me. So I just wanted to take that moment without.
Listen to me. Give flowers when people are alive. I actually got, I was told this morning, someone that I have worked with over these last year and a half, 2 years. I'm not going to get into it, but just found out that they had passed away. And they passed away 2 months ago, and we didn't even know. So tell people how you feel about them when they're alive. And give them love while they're here, because when you can't take it with you, you cannot take it with you. And I've realized that, I've said this on this show before, but this 2025 has been one hell of a year. It has sucked on many different levels. If we can just make it through to the end, if you've made it through to the end, you have to say, thank God you've made it, because a lot of us haven't.
And isn't today, I mean, look, this is our show. This is our last connect time for us as a community before Thanksgiving. And I just think it's a great day to just say thank you. And so Gwendolyn was my first out the box. I just had to. And the reason why, because again, I wouldn't be doing this I would not be doing this touch base daily if it wasn't for Gwendolyn and Chris. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like, dude, okay. And then Gwendolyn would be like, I just hear excuses. That
sounds like Gwendolyn.
I see that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I hear what you're saying, but all I hear is excuses. So again, I would not be doing this if it wasn't for the two of them. Chris, like, yo, dude, just do it. So, and
it's the fear of the unknown.
And again, Dr. Tachi and all her wisdom and creating a platform for us to be able to communicate and connect with all of the amazing talent on Indie Soup Media. It has been an amazing. I am so thankful for Dr. Tachi. So Dr. Tachi, you're getting your flowers right now too. So here's your flowers. I'm giving them to you. You are amazing. And I could not, again, how many times have I got on this platform and Dr. Tachi and I get on the phone and I ask her questions, or I pass things by her, or she interjects and sends me, or she sends all of us tips on being online, tips on how to do video. We are who we are because of this community.
May I interject? Sorry,
yes,
go ahead.
I did. Yes, you can.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was going to say, I think that this community is a great resource for one another. I'm a strong believer in sharing what it is that you know, because you can't take it with you. And what's the point of knowing something if you're not able to share with other people so that they can learn and build as well? I think we all have to build together to leave legacies behind that we can pass down to other people, because what is the sense of learning something and then letting it die with you?
Or keeping it to yourself, right?
It does nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead, Dr. Tachi.
Yeah, doctor.
So on the trajectory of Indie Soup Media, I have to, since I have the 1, 2, 3 of you on stage with me, I have to say thank you to you. You don't know me from, well, yeah, you know me now. But you really didn't know me from Adam except to be as a member of this community. And you all said, yes. I was like, oh, for real? Okay. Well, let me, get things together. I mean, just from Ron, we were trying to figure out a way to make it work. My thing is like, I don't want to burden people with things. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
The first rule of being online, turn your phone off.
No, you know what that is? It's
what?
WhatsApp. It's WhatsApp. And even if I turn it off, it comes back on.
Yeah. WhatsApp sucks like that.
Yes, but see, that's what happens when most of your people are overseas. So they just inundate you on WhatsApp. So Ron, we were trying to figure out how to make it work, and we were like, oh, well, we could just replay this, bam, and here he is. And then Chris, you were like, not only will I bring you my shows, plural, I will also bring other people to the fold. Meet such and such, meet such and such, meet such and such, meet such and such. And it's been a wonderful thing. And then, I really, again, was not trying to burden people. But Gwendolyn is like, I'm still the administrator, so I'm just going to go in and make categories and do this and post this. And I was like, and I did, let me not look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay. If you want to do it, but it just shows the friendship and the belief in what we're doing. And for that, I am forever grateful and thank you. So thank you.
And you know how I met Dr. Tachi? I met Dr. Tachi because through CQ family, the whole our CQ family. And then on top of that, she happened to fly into my feed on a Saturday. She was wandering around at this art gallery. And
you make it seem like I'm unhoused.
she was like going live or talk about the artist and talk about this and I was like, who's this woman? She's like, oh, in it. And I immediately reached out and became friends. I immediately friends her and just say, hey, I love what you do and what you did. I love and we just began a friendship right then. And we've been friends ever since. And then I was able to introduce her to Chris and Gwendolyn. And now we're like this amazing, quad. And we talk, we have conversation.
Ron, it was around this time of year too, because
it was around this time of year. It was Basel.
Art Basel is next week.
Yes, right, Basel.
So, it was around this time.
Yes, and I remember when that happened. I was like, this guy. And then I fell in love with her voice. I was like, oh, I love her voice. So sexy. So, here we are. So everyone in the audience, everyone in the community, what makes you thankful on this Thanksgiving Day coming up tomorrow? But every day to me is thankful Thanksgiving Day, because I believe in taking time to be thankful for the people in your life and what's happening every day. But if you have something you're thankful for, put it in the comment box so we can put it on the screen. What are you thankful for today as we close out?
Can I add something?
Oh yeah, you sure you can.
Can I add something? Okay, so I like how you shared how you phrase it as goodbye, or we'll see each other again soon. And in my own head, I often think, in moments like this with the holidays, so many people have their cameras. Hello, photographers.
Yes.
And we forget to be present for the moment. So I would just say, in this time where literally our lives are passing us by, every second we're closer to our own day, that, tomorrow, no matter where you are, no matter who you with, I do suggest grabbing the photo, grabbing your video, but don't forget to be present with the people who you are around. Like, truly enjoy their laughter, their stories, their smile. Like, be present not only for them, but for yourself as well. Because we so often get caught up in the illusion and the look of something that we miss out on what's happening around us. So thankful for all of you. I mean, everybody here has enlightened me and enriched me in some form or fashion. So I do appreciate that. And I go back to, we can all shine bright together. So if you have a genius, share your genius with the world, like Dr. Tachi or like Chris, who I know I have to have this tech conversation because somebody's duplicated airdrop. We're gonna talk about that later. Or
Okay.
just thinking about Ron himself, where I was still going through my career, and he was like, "You ought to just leave. You should just leave." I was like, "I'm not ready to leave yet." So, take the time you have today. Do not let this moment go by worried about things that don't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Amen. And I see here, let's see what the people are saying. Good morning. I see, hey, Mimi's in the says, good morning, Ron and fam. Driving and listening, LMBO from Jazzy. And I see some love and laughter. What's up, Jazzy? Yes, be present, says Jazzy. What about you guys? Don't have anything you're thankful for? What's going on? Put those things in there. I know some of you guys are driving, so you can't put anything in if you're driving. Anthony says, I rarely take photos during the holidays. It's a good and bad thing. Same. I do both. I take the time to photograph. Like we were, Nia was putting up decorations on the house and getting the house ready for Christmas, and she loves Christmas. That's her favorite season holiday. And so I was photographing her, putting the her ornaments up, and we were spending time. And I took pictures of the dog, and just kind of like just being in the moment, and just having my camera to kind of like document it. I just wanted to document the moment, and I was, and then Membo was out there putting the lights on the bushes, and I just took pictures of him, and then we just all hanging out, laughing and talking. I think there's a way to do it and not make it a job to do it, but just simply, it's like a fond moment, like a moment you're like, you feel the butterflies of the moment, and you're like, these are my friends. I want to document this. I want to just, be here and just say, oh, wow, this is what we did years ago, and be able to look back and say, remember when you were hanging those lights? Maybe you can't hang on this month, this year, but just being able to look back over all of those things, and or the house, being in the house.
So let me interject real quick. So I don't know, now that I was gearing up to turn 50, now that I am 50, one of the things, especially like this year, I've been very conscious about is, yes, capturing moments, but being very present in a moment. And if I want to capture a moment, I make sure that I'm now in it, because I realized, especially like in my 30s and maybe like my early 40s, I was always trying to capture the moment, but I was never included in it. And yes, I know it's me that took that photo, but like I don't see myself enjoying that moment. So no matter what I do now, I always make sure that I'm including myself in it, because I'm a part of that moment. And I want to make sure that, I can look back and say, oh yeah, I remember that. And yes, there I am in that moment as well. But I try to balance the two. I really try to be present and just enjoy everything about what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with. And then I'll just take a moment and say, all right, hold on, let me just capture this. And I make sure everyone else is present that I'm capturing it, so that we all have that same unified memory. So photographers, videographers that are in this community, yes, capture the moment, but make sure you're a part of that moment, because you're there. Don't just make yourself the person behind the lens, but also in front of the lens as well.
I agree, 100%. You guys continue on. Have a moment.
All right.
The main one talking about phone.
Well, no, he did tell me he would probably get interrupted halfway through or something like that. So, listen, make sure that, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we all want to be thankful for something. Just let's be thankful that we've made it this far. We've made it through 11 months of 2025. As I mentioned earlier, this has been a really trying year. I mean, we've all lived and we've all experienced a lot of different things in this country, in our lives. But for whatever reason, this year just feels different. And I don't know if you guys feel that as well, but this year has been different.
I felt it. I felt it, but I also felt it last year. I felt beginnings of it last year. And
Yeah.
I could have sworn I shared this here, but I think about that song by Van Hunt, Character, that when you're going through a storm, you know, it really tells you who you are. Like who are you when things are not going well? And what is your character? Because when things are going well, everybody's like, you know, God is good all the time, and all the time,
Yeah.
God is good. The moment you get into a storm, all of a sudden it's like, well, I just don't know. It's like, okay, well, you can't pick and choose. Like, you gotta,
Right.
there will be, there, you know, there's all kinds of seasons and things that happen. So I definitely felt it, but, you know, I feel in times of, in storms, that's when you get your priorities together and
Mhm.
you go back to your roots and you stand tall on your foundation. My foundation is family and community and love for self. And so we stand tall on that. And that's how you get through moments like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Well, guys, that closing remarks, closing statements. Well, that was deep and always to the point. Anyone else have anything to share for the close?
I am thankful for everyone on this screen, everyone in this community. Um, I think the love and support that goes on in this space is so well needed. I look forward to, coming on, being with you guys. And even when I'm not on, I watch, like, sometimes I sit here and I work, but I always make sure that I have you guys on the TV and I'm listening, So Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm always listening. When I'm not here on Wednesdays, I do watch. And even if I don't watch it live, I watch it in the evening or late at night. But I always make sure to check in because, you guys are family. And you always want to check in on your family.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Dr. Tachi?
Well, so let me close with my thanks, of course, for all of you in the community, all of you on the screen, and for technology. Because if it was not for technology, we would not be interrupted by a phone. Seriously, if it wasn't for technology, this level of connection with people you don't live near would not be possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all we're from all different parts of the country.
Yeah.
And we have friendship. I think that's the amazing. We live in one of the greatest periods of time. Yes, there's some struggles. Yes, there's problems, but we cannot deny technology has made our lives so much better to connect, to be with each other, support one another. My buddy was just here. He was just needed some funds for something he's doing, and I had to send him some money for something. And but just being there for your friends, being there for the people. So, guys, I thank you. I thank you all. I think I have all my thank yous. And Chris, I thank you, my bro, and he's my baby brother in life and in here. And I am so thankful for everyone that joins us every day here at Touch Base Daily. And I look forward to sharing more parts of the world with you all. And as I travel, as I go out, and also making room for folks that are in this community to share and become the leaders that they are. Maybe you're not there sharing, you're not there, and you're like, oh, I'm afraid to talk out in public. This is a platform. You can do it. You could just come on and say, hey, you know what, Ron, I want to try talking, in front of people and give something to people. Like I was mentioning to one of my other friends, I said, look, you have something to share. You have something to educate people. Share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Get out there and just bite the bullet and have a friend like Gwendolyn in your ear saying, all I hear is excuses, and give you that motivation to move out. Because I tell you, my friends make me who I am today. And I am very thankful for my friends. And my friends are they're priceless. So thank you, Gwendolyn. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Dr. Tachi. And on that note, guys, thank you. See you on Tuesday. We will not be. I may pop on Monday. We'll see. Or maybe Chris will be here on Monday. Who knows? Anything may happen on Monday. But
not next Monday.
We'll see everybody on Tuesday. So we're taking a little cyber break. and we'll see everybody on Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining us. I will see you Tuesday. Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.